connecting neighborhoods across the Treasure and Magic Valleys, telling stories from within our communities. This is Good Morning Idaho.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us into our second hour this morning and Good Morning Idaho. It is Monday, it is Labor Day, and thanks for joining us. Hope you had a great weekend, everyone. I'm senior reporter Roland Barris, and we've got a lot to get to from our neighborhood reporters who've been working hard over the weekend, like a story new this morning. Our Brady Caskey has that for us, highlighting the Idaho National Guard, as many of them elect to take special training, allowing them to help with wildfire response. And boy, it still is wildfire season. Plus, our Boise State neighborhood reporter Allie Tripke brings us to the Boise State soccer complex, where they've completely replaced the soccer field with a new surface designed to reduce injury risk and provide a more consistent playing experience. But first, let's get the latest on our weather. Are you a soccer player, by the way, Sophia?
Actually, it's funny that you asked, because when I was in kindergarten, I played soccer, and it was only for the snacks at the end. So
I agree wholeheartedly with that attitude.
I was that kid who would sit on the sideline and wait for the snacks. So that was me when I was in kindergarten, and maybe you're heading out for some soccer today or just want to spend some time outside. It is going to be very hot, so forewarning from really just packing and really getting your day ready. Pack the water, the sunscreen, and all you really can for some shade too. You've got upper 60s by 8 a.m. By the time we head into lunchtime, upper 80s. We'll be seeing those 90s return well into 1 o'clock, and then by the afternoon today, we'll also be in those triple digits. But on top of the heat, we also are looking at our air quality still at the moderate category today and tomorrow. So I'll be showing you what this means for our skies this afternoon, what this looks like, and then also how the heat is going to continue on. Good news is, rolling by the weekend, things will look a lot better, but for today and tomorrow, it's going to be pretty hot.
Yeah, summer's sticking around. Thanks, Sophia. Appreciate it. All right, it is time to get to the news, and it is Labor Day, and we are looking this morning at the origins of Labor Day. According to the Department of Labor, way back in 1882, a man named Peter McGuire of the Brotherhood of Carpenters suggested to set aside the day as a holiday for workers. The Carpenters Union today plays a big part, certainly in the Treasure Valley's growth.
I'm a third generation union carpenter. My dad was in the union, my grandpa's in the union. And one of my kids is out there working on that ID1 right now, swinging those panels. So,
for union carpenter Ken Johnson from local Union 635, it is a family affair.
So it's a good career.
It's a
good living. Yep. Supports the family. Benefits are awesome.
Yeah.
As an apprentice, I asked Manuel Garza what attracted him to the union.
Why did you join, and why do you stay a member?
The reason why I joined was because of my family. You know, the family that comes with the benefits, and it helps them out a lot.
635 is keeping very busy with the massive Micron expansion project.
We have about 500,000 square feet of office building that's going up, and that will be the biggest office building in the state of Idaho when it's completed.
It's not a secret. Construction from Micron to Middleton is booming, and without skilled workers, unions or not, we would be playing catch-up.
100%. Without, once again, this Labor Day weekend, hey, without labor, you don't have anything. We not only build these buildings, we build strong communities, and hey, in order to attract those workers, you need that symbiotic relationship with developers as well as contractors to ensure that you are doing everything to not only encourage that workforce, but also retain them.
Gil Rousset is the lead representative for Southern Idaho for the Carpenters Union Local 635. Rousset said Labor Day is really about all workers.
Because we see that in any industry, the number one retention is valuing and appreciating your workers.
Reporting from Boise, I'm senior reporter Don Nilsson, Idaho News 6.
Fugitive Travis Decker continues to elude authorities after FBI Seattle concluded a 2-day search near the Rock Island campground near Leavenworth. Over 100 personnel searched over 247 acres of rugged terrain in that extreme heat. And according to the FBI, crews did recover several items, including bones that will be analyzed to determine if they're human or animal. Decker, if he's still alive, has been on the run since the beginning of June and is the sole suspect in the killings of his 3 young daughters. Over the weekend, authorities located a missing Donnelly boy. 15-year-old Anthony Blackburn was reported missing just before 7 p.m., and according to an update from Valley County Sheriff's Office, he was located just before midnight. According to the Twin Falls Police Department, they are no longer searching for 72-year-old Val Ricky Grinstead, who originally went missing on August 27th. Police want to thank everyone who commented and shared their original post, but they say no further information will be released at this time.
Idahoans are no strangers to wildfires, and that's why Idaho National Guardsmen are training to fight fires when civilian resources are stretched thin. I'm your neighborhood reporter Brady Caskey out here at the Orchard Combat Training Center, getting an inside look at how this group of trainees become firefighters.
Firefighting is always something that a career field I've have interest in.
First Sergeant Asa Esslinger with the Idaho National Guard is learning how to fight wildfires so that he can lend a hand when fire activity heats up.
When it gets really bad, there's not enough aircraft, there's never enough people, there's not enough, there's never enough when it gets really bad. So having an extra reserve force, additional people that can come out and help, that are hard charging and ready to go is always something good to add to the toolbox.
He's one of more than 30 guardsmen who volunteered to get Red Card certified, allowing them to deploy to fires.
Fire's not going nowhere. Yeah.
So today is kind of the culmination of the end of the basic Firefighter 2 certification.
Ryan Nyborg with the Orchard Fire Department has trained dozens of guardsmen to be ready for wildland fires. Today they're learning how to deploy their fire shelters in under 25 seconds, even in windy conditions simulated by a leaf blower, and dig an effective fire line to stop a fire from spreading.
The Idaho National Guard members are going to be utilized as a hand crew, so I want to make sure that they have a good idea on how to make a good hand line, sufficient hand line, so that they have an idea that they're doing a great job when they are on the fire line.
Guardsmen have to requalify yearly to make sure they stay sharp and ready to deploy when needed.
It's one more thing that I can, contribute, another skill, something to give back to the community if we get called out. I think it's a big thing that most Guard members, they want to give back.
After this class is complete, there will be 258 Idaho National Guardsmen certified and ready to fight wildfires. Reporting from the Orchard Combat Training Center, I'm Brady Caskey for Idaho News 6.
Starting today, the main library in downtown Boise will be closing for a full week. The shutdown will allow staff to relocate materials for a major renovation that we've told you about of the first floor. That work is expected to take up to a year to finish, but starting September 7th, guests will once again be able to access the building's second and third floors as crews work below. Hope they stay quiet. For an in-depth look at what's in store, search for neighborhood reporter Riley Shoemaker's story on idahonews6.com.
I'm neighborhood reporter Ali Tripke here on the new soccer field at Boise State. And this is what it looked like in May. Now, I'm speaking with the director of their sports turf operations about this project and why it'll ultimately improve player performance.
It's out with the old turf, and it's a fresh kickoff for the new.
I think this is the first redo they've done since they put this field in.
After more than 2 decades, Boise State has completely gutted their old soccer pitch, making this renovation a game changer.
We had to take out more than we thought originally is because the whole field actually needed to be taken out. The whole history of what was here at Boaz, and that actually went down about 8 inches.
Boise State's director of sports turf operations, Jeremy Fairbanks, says it took weeks to strip away the old layers of sod, still marked with faded paint lines, before rolling out a fresh pitch that's finally up to par and ready for play.
There won't be any divots to start out with this field. There was a lot of those in the old one.
And for the Broncos, this new field is more than just a fresh surface. A smoother, safer pitch cuts down the risk of injuries, helping players stay in the game all season long.
When you look at injuries, what are the factors? And knowing that we talk about every 10 years you should be redoing a pitch, that's something where you kind of wonder if some injuries happen because of it.
While the old sod was gone, Boise State also took a shot at infrastructure upgrades, checking the sprinkler system before laying down the new sod, adding new lighting, locker rooms, nutrition resources, and even a team meeting room. I asked Boise State if they'd ever consider making the soccer field blue, just like the football field, but they said they're going to leave that specifically to Albertson Stadium. But this species of grass here at the soccer field is actually Kentucky bluegrass as well. Here at Boise State, I'm neighborhood reporter Ali Tripke for Idaho News 6.
When we get back, details on the dramatic legal showdown after the Trump administration's attempt to deport more than 600 Guatemalan children was blocked by a federal judge just moments before takeoff.
All right, well, happy Labor Day to you as you get ready for your day. Shout out to our neighborhood of the day, Meridian, if you're getting ready for an afternoon here. It's going to be a hot 100 degrees as we head into today. You'll notice that the heat continues over tomorrow. I'll be showing you when we'll see some relief in the forecast ahead.
All right, it's time to take a look at your national headlines this morning. It is Labor Day, a holiday on the first Monday. American worker. For many, it's a time to relax and take a break with family and friends. It's also the unofficial end of summer, with more than 17 million passengers expected to be screened for air travel over the 3-day break. According to TSA labor data, of course, Labor Day is also a time historically known for its activism. And along those lines, hundreds of thousands of people are expected to attend Work Over Billionaires protests. More than 1,000 events are planned across the country, from California to Alaska and right here in Idaho. The Labor Day holiday also means a number of closures. Banks, the stock market, post offices, many shipping services like UPS, FedEx, they're going to be closed. I'm waiting for my racquetball rackets to arrive, and it's not going to happen today. For people needing some last-minute food items, by the way, for their cookouts, many grocery stores like Walmart and Kroger are going to be open, but warehouse stores like Costco, Sam's Club, on the other hand, will have limited hours or be closed entirely. And don't forget to check with your trash service provider for changes in pickup days and times. And of course, today marks the beginning of Suicide Prevention Month. This is a time to raise awareness and spark conversations about a very difficult topic. According to data from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, more than 49,000 people died by suicide in 2023. Along with education programs and advocacy efforts, the month will feature Out of the Darkness walks in cities across the country to raise awareness. And if you or someone you know is struggling with suicidal thoughts, the 988 crisis line can help, and it is open and available 24/7. Turning now to the latest deportation controversy over the weekend. A federal judge has blocked the Trump administration from deporting potentially hundreds of unaccompanied Guatemalan children. That block coming just moments, though, before they were set to take off. Here's ABC's Allison Cossack with the latest.
The administration now says more than 600 Guatemalan children who were held on board planes in Texas as their attorneys worked to stop their deportation from the U.S. have now been taken off those planes and returned to the custody of the Office of Refugee Resettlement. Their attorneys arguing the administration violated their rights to due process and ignored protections for minors who crossed the border alone.
It's just heartbreaking, and it defies any reason or logic, the cruelty of the most powerful, the richest country in the world, going after a 7-year-old and preventing him from even talking to a judge about his immigration case.
A federal judge stepped in on Sunday afternoon, grounding the flights and ordering the government to stop any effort to transfer, repatriate, remove, or otherwise facilitate the transport of those children.
Imagine the position of the children inside those planes today. While we were arguing over the government's practices in court, the children were sitting in a plane at the Harlingen Airport or El Paso Airport for hours, not knowing what's going to happen or why or where they are going or when they're going to be let go. Is just horrendous.
The Trump administration insisting it was acting at Guatemala's request to reunite those minors with their parents. But the judge, skeptical, saying conflicting narratives from both sides leave it unclear if those children could face harm upon their return. The ruling comes just 2 days after a different federal judge blocked the administration's expanded use of expedited removal, calling the practice of detaining and deporting immigrants with little or no due process unlawful. In Alabama, Republican Congressman Barry Moore was heckled after declaring non-citizens are not protected by due process.
Due process for a citizen and a non-citizen are different.
False. Lies.
The president has been ramping up on his immigration crackdown. Officials telling ABC News the administration plans to surge immigration enforcement operations in Chicago as early as this week. The city's mayor pushing back.
We will not have our police officers, who are working hard every single day to drive down crime, deputized to do traffic stops and checkpoints for the president.
Mass deportations were a key campaign promise of the president, and he is now planning on sending federal law enforcement, sometimes supported by the National Guard, to largely Democratic-run states and cities. Allison Kosick, ABC News, New York.
Coming up, a new high-tech weapon aimed at keeping cattle safe. Ranchers are now enlisting the help of drones to scare away hungry wolves, and what scares them the most might surprise you.
Sophia Cruz with the Idaho News 6 forecast.
All right, happy Labor Day, everyone. Your time right now is 6:19. And thank you for starting another week with us. It's also a new month, so it's a new, fresh restart for us. What's not restarting is, unfortunately, the wildfire smoke. It's really continued to stay pretty stagnant over us, and I know we're all expecting and wanting those clear skies to come about, but take a look at this afternoon. By 11 o'clock, we'll be sitting with a pretty dense fog over us, or it's going to look like a fog, but it's going to be the wildfire smoke. And then by the later evening, into 6 o'clock. This is when things start to really get gradually improved, but there's not very much change on the map overall. So expect to see those hazy conditions for today. On top of the haze, we also are going to be talking about heat to start the week. And while this is the first day of meteorological fall, which is based on temperatures, it still feels like summer. So our records, Monday and Tuesday, both hovering just near them. 102 was set in 1945, 101 in 2022. We have a pretty good chance of making a run for it on Tuesday afternoon, but by Wednesday, that's when temperatures gradually return back towards those mid-90s. For today, gear up for some heat. You've got 100 coming your way in Boise, 99 over in Mountain Home, mid to upper 80s if you're in our mountains. And I know that's not the hottest weather we've seen, but that is pretty warm for you guys. If you are planning again on traveling, what's interesting about this is that while we are looking at a lot of heat here, the East Coast is getting their first taste of fall. So as you make your way even from Dallas upwards towards Boston and New York, cooler than normal temperatures are expected. For us closer than home, we're looking at above average outlook for September. So prepare for the heat. It looks like it's going to be a hot one for us. Here's what's happening. We have this upper level trough making its way across the East Coast. So it's really just bleeding in all of that cooler air from up north. For us, we're having the exact opposite happen. We're having all that really hot, dry air move up into our neck of the woods. And as you take a closer look, these heights are increasing. So those pressure lines as we make our way up in the atmosphere, showing and really indicating to us that we have high pressure aloft, which in turn contributes to hot days. So today, even tomorrow, is going to be a pretty hot one. You've got triple digits from Glenns Ferry up towards Ontario. If you don't reach a triple digit in our valley floors, you'll be sitting at about 99. So prepare for a hot week ahead. On top of that, it's going to be nice and clear, but again, that haze will build in, as well as some late afternoon. It looks like evening isolated thunderstorms into about 6 o'clock today. So just prepare for the heat. Here's a look at the forecast for the week ahead. You'll notice you've got mid-90s by Wednesday, slowly cooling to the lower 90s by Friday, and then 80s return this weekend.
These newly released images show how the agriculture department is saving cattle from being attacked by wolves.
You're up with the drone and you're using the thermal camera to just monitor for wolf presence near the cattle.
The department is using drones with thermal cameras to reveal any wolves lurking nearby. Once spotted, they play certain sounds from the drone's loudspeakers to scare them off, blasting everything from the sound of fireworks to the AC/DC song Thunderstruck. But what apparently works best is the sound of people yelling.
The human voice was the strongest response out of all the other sounds that we were playing, whether it was a sound, the gunshots, what have you.
They were absolutely right. All your best acting is behind you. You're back to being a hack.
This clip of a couple arguing from the movie Marriage Story does the trick. Gray wolves, once nearly extinct, have made a big comeback across the U.S., which is good news, but not for cattle ranchers.
They're going to basically go after cattle because they're a much easier mark than they are deer.
Ranchers say they appreciate the help the drones provide, but worry the wolves may eventually get used to them.
At some point, the wolves are going to figure out, yeah, that thing makes a lot of noise, but I'm still hungry and I still want to take down whatever it is they're going after.
For now, the drones are working. After being deployed in Oregon and California, cattle deaths from wolf attacks have dropped significantly. Lionel Moyes, ABC News, New York.
In Kuna, hear from the Kuna high schooler who is now a trained pilot. After a summer of flight school, one Kuna high schooler in the Air Force JROTC has now earned her wings. I'm your Kuna neighborhood reporter Brady Caskey, catching back up with that lucky student who is now a certified pilot.
It's pretty crazy. Like, I never thought I'd be able to fly a plane by myself, especially like still being in high school.
Julia Taylor took flight this summer after receiving a more than $27,000 scholarship through the Kuna Air Force JROTC.
If it wasn't for the JRTC program, I would never have gotten the Flight Academy scholarship. I would never found like this passion for aviation.
You may remember her from our story back in January, highlighting the program. Now she's back in Kuna after spending 8 weeks training in Mississippi with other cadets.
It's not the same as like military jets or anything like that, but like just like getting the basics down of how to fly and just like the stress factor of flying. I kind of got a feel for that.
Julia and her fellow trainees worked at least 12 hours a day doing a mix of ground lessons and flying until she was ready for her first solo flight.
But at the end, it was just me in the plane by myself. No flight instructor, I was just soloing. And by then, I had a lot of confidence in what I was doing because we had spent like around 40 hours of flight time.
The extremely competitive scholarship started with more than 1,200 applicants for only 226 spots. Julia made the cut.
It's such a great opportunity. Like, I learned so much, and it was just like a life-changing moment for sure.
After Julia graduates, she plans to head off to college, then wants to become a fighter pilot in the Air Force. Reporting in Kuna, I'm Brady Caskey for Idaho News 6.
In Caldwell, a late summer warning at Lake Lowell that's dangerous for swimmers and pets. In Kuna, I have more from the Kuna Stampede Rodeo, where contestants from all over Idaho competed in this arena.
Now we'll look outside from the Treasure Valley Chevy Dealers Tower Cam.
Connecting neighborhoods across the Treasure and Magic Valleys, telling stories from within our communities. This is Good Morning Idaho.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Good Morning Idaho on this Monday, this Labor Day. I'm senior reporter Roland Barris. Good to have you along, everyone. Let's take a look at what's coming up from our neighborhood reporters that have been working hard over the weekend, like our Steve Dent. Well, he wasn't working that hard. He takes us along for the last weekend of floating on the Boise River, right? That's an easy gig. Gorgeous, and it was beautiful weather for it. We're going to talk about that. And also, Allie Tripke shows us highlights from the sold-out final day of the Kuna Stampede Rodeo, which continues to grow year after year. Talk about a sellout despite hot weather. Let's check on our weather for today. Sophia Cruz joins us. Boy, you know, sitting in the stands to watch rodeo in the heat, that's dedication because it is hot.
No, it's going to be scorching this afternoon, Roland, and we are starting a new month together. It's September 1st, which is the start of meteorological fall, and that's based on temperatures. But based on our temperatures today, it still feels like summer. So even waking up over downtown this morning, it's starting in the 70s, which is a warm start to the day. As soon as that sun starts to come up, you'll notice also those hazy skies. Our air quality right now still sitting in the moderate between eastern Idaho and as you make your way down to the southwest. This means that if you are more sensitive to wildfire smoke and that particulate matter, which is what we see from that, you are going to start to feel some of those allergy-like symptoms. So heads up on that front, because I know it's Labor Day and a lot of people want to spend their time outdoors. By the time we head into lunchtime, it'll be in the upper 80s, but rolling this afternoon, we stop at the triple digits. So it's going to be a hot one.
Oh boy, is it ever. All right, thanks, Sophia. Appreciate it. Let's turn now to Lake Lowell, where the Department of Health and Welfare has issued an advisory because of cyanobacteria posing a risk to both people and pets. Leslie Solis has the story.
It looks calm and beautiful from here, but just beneath the surface at Lake Lowell, there's something that can make you and your pet seriously sick. I'm recalled one neighborhood reporter, Leslie Solis, speaking with the Department of Health and Welfare about these waters currently filled with toxic algae blooms.
If you're in doubt, stay out.
The Department of Health and Welfare says it's still that time of year to keep an eye out for health advisories with late summer warnings in place for local lakes like Lake Lowell and King County.
The Idaho Department of Environmental Quality, they're the ones who monitor and test the bodies of water around Idaho.
Kelly Berg, Environmental Health Manager at the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare, says they issue alerts when DQ test results show toxin levels above the harmful threshold, like what happened earlier this month at Lake Lowell.
So the harmful algal blooms, when that becomes a danger is basically when the cyanobacteria in the water grow. They rapidly grow, and when that creates the bloom. And as they're growing, that can release toxins that are harmful to humans and pets.
Berg emphasized this is serious. Exposure can make people sick.
And that could be simple as a skin irritation, nose, ears, eye irritations, throat, even damaging your kidney or liver.
That's just for humans. For pets, the symptoms can be much more severe and even deadly. The department recommends checking for health advisories year-round. Any large body of water can potentially carry harmful bacteria.
Just watch, just look, and if you see any signs of an algal bloom, report it. Think there might be a bloom going on, even though it's not reported yet, just stay out.
So if a swim is a part of your holiday weekend plans, you might want to think twice. These toxins can be dangerous, and there's no set timeline on when the water will be safe again. For the latest updates and when advisories are lifted, head to this story on Idaho News 6. I'm your Caldwell neighborhood reporter, Leslie Solis, for Idaho News 6.
While float season has officially come to an end on the Boise River, good news for anyone planning on going on the water. Health officials say after concern earlier this week, new tests reveal E. coli levels have dropped back into the normal range at the popular takeout spot in Ann Morrison Park. Officials closely monitor the river, and Idaho News 6 reached out when we saw levels well above the healthy range, prompting follow-up tests, and this is the happy result. Here's our Steve Dent with a look at how this past weekend and this float season went for rivergoers.
It's the final weekend to officially float the Boise River. I'm your neighborhood reporter, Steve Dent, and this summer, more than 150,000 floaters went down the river, and it's time for one last hurrah. Earlier this week, the Boise River had elevated levels of E. coli in the water. Those numbers dropped before the weekend, and the people I talked to didn't really hear about this. But even during a shortened season because of high runoff in the spring, Float the Boise estimates that more than 150,000 people made the 6-mile float from Barber Park to Ann Morrison.
We're floating the river, dude. It's going to be a good time. Usually it is. Every time we've done it, it's a great time.
The final official day to float the river is on Monday, but you can still float. You'll just have to bring your own equipment and do your own shuttle. I'm your neighborhood reporter, Steve Dent, for Idaho News 6.
Crews continue to make steady progress on the rock fire this morning, which is now 74% contained as firefighters enter the third week of suppression efforts. The containment level has more than tripled since last week's 24% containment, thanks in part to some heavy rainfall at the end of last week. There is still one area set to ready evacuation status, though.
Attention grocery shoppers, the price of eating healthy is getting more expensive. The effects of tariffs on imported fruits and vegetables are starting to ripple through grocery stores and restaurants and are driving up costs for consumers.
Yeah, I think things are definitely on the incline for sure, yeah.
President Trump has defended the move, arguing raising tariffs will help boost domestic production and create jobs. But economist Alex Durante with the Tax Foundation says the U.S. simply does not have the right climate or infrastructure to grow enough fruits and vegetables needed to meet demand, which is why so much of what we eat is imported.
In the U.S., we only grow bananas in Hawaii and Florida, and in a very limited capacity. More than 90% of all bananas that are consumed in the U.S. Are imported from abroad.
U.S. reliance on imported farm products is rising. Produce imports topped $33 billion last year, with avocados, bananas, and blueberries making up 27%. The good news is that many foods from Mexico and Canada are exempt from tariffs through the U.S.-Mexico-Canada agreement. But Durante says that only represents about half of the produce that enters the country.
Even with the USMCA exemptions, there's still a lot of agricultural goods that are coming from Southeast Asia and Central and Latin America and South America that are going to be facing these tariffs.
It's unclear how much produce prices may increase, but estimates range from 4 to 7%.
U.S. consumers really don't have much of a choice other than to pay the higher price for that imported good.
It will be up to consumers to decide how much they're willing to spend.
Prices are just skyrocketing, just getting out of hand, out of control. For this little bag right here, $10.
Holly Furfer, Scripps News Group, Atlanta.
Well, it has all the excitement and competition of a big rodeo, but with that small town community feel. I'm neighborhood reporter Allie Tripke here at the Kuna Stampede Rodeo, where contestants from all over Idaho competed in this arena.
On the last night of the Kuna Stampede Rodeo, Kuna showed up in full force and sold out the rodeo. There was standing room only as fans cheered on the contestants.
Rodeo is awesome to go to, and it's awesome that it's in Kuna.
Well, being the mini queen is really fun, and this year I got a new opportunity to push cows, which I think is really amazing.
The Labor Day weekend rodeo is a qualifying event for the Idaho Cowboys Association. Local competition is something senior rodeo queen Ava Alt is proud of.
I love being in the arena, of course, and pushing cows, and just being around all of this talent.
In its fourth year back, the rodeo is gaining popularity, and leaders say the growth is good for the community.
That's our mission statement, is to promote the Western heritage and what we're doing in this arena. Like bringing the community together, bringing these contestants here, having this big event for the community.
From Kuna, I'm neighborhood reporter Allie Tripke for Idaho News 6.
20 minutes before the hour, let's take a look at what's happening today in your neighborhood. Starting today, the main library in downtown Boise will be closing for a full week. The shutdown will allow the staff to relocate materials for that major renovation that's going on the first floor, and that work is expected to take up to a year. But starting September 7th, guests will once again be able to access the building's second and third floors as crews work below. Idaho 5051 hosting a Labor Day protest on the Capitol steps today, joining protests across the entire country. With Labor Day being a celebration of the working class, the protest is aimed at fighting for a future that puts working class Idahoans first. Candidate for Idaho Governor Maxine Durand will be speaking at the protest. It's set for 11 a.m. And in Nampa, you can get admission into the Warhawk Air Museum for just $5 today. That's discounted from the usual $15 and get in, and they will be open from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m.
I'm John Matteries. As we head into September, the big sales are on, starting with Labor Day sales, then end of summer clearance, and more. I'll show you some of the best deals out there. If you're gearing up for fall, September is the perfect time to shop. Labor Day sales are now underway with big savings on grills, appliances, and other big ticket items. Plus, you've got great end of summer clearance sales as well.
Angela Peterson and her boyfriend need a new kitchen.
Mainly a microwave and a fridge and a stove. So, yeah, those are the three.
They came to Home Depot at a great time.
So it's a French store, and then you have your deep freeze down here as well.
Manager Katie Eliason says Labor Day brings one of the biggest appliance sales in months.
It's currently $17.98. Originally was $3,599.
Plus bonus cash. And this is on top of some of the sale prices?
You can save $100, $250, up to $450 when you're buying multiple appliances at the same time.
Samantha Gordon with Consumer Reports says these sales may be the best so far this year.
Some of these prices are actually a little bit better than they were for Memorial Day and July 4th.
She advises consumers take advantage of deals on big ticket items while they last.
With Labor Day at the very beginning of the month, those sales tend to continue into the first week, maybe the first 2 weeks into the month. They tend to be extended. Especially with mattresses.
And if you're still in the market for back-to-school items, Gordon suggests taking advantage of those deals while you can.
Back-to-school sales really do continue on until about mid-September typically. So we're still seeing a lot of sales around tech items like laptops and headphones and printers.
Retailers are now stocking the shelves with holiday items, so keep an eye out for early holiday discounts in October. You can scan this QR code for the best deals tracked by Consumer Reports. Meantime, if you need a new grill for your end-of-summer cookout,
We have sales ranging from $50 all the way up to $200.
the sales are sizzling, so you don't waste your money. John Matteries, Scripps News Group.
All right, well, it's 6:45, and our neighborhood of the day is Meridian, where this afternoon triple digits are expected. I'll be showing you when we'll see some relief and talking about the hazy skies this afternoon.
Sophia Cruz with the Idaho News 6 forecast.
All right, well, happy Labor Day to you if you are getting ready for work or maybe some outdoor activities. I'm sitting right there with you. It's going to be a good Monday, and it's the start of a new month. So lots of new beginnings happening, especially with our temperatures. It's the start of meteorological fall, but it doesn't really feel like it. If you are waking up in Twin Falls, it feels nice, 57, waking up here this morning. The sunrise is coming up, but by this afternoon, it's going to be a hot one. So notice across our valley floors today, you've got triple digits in Boise, Glenns Ferry. If you're not at a triple digit, you'll be sitting well up into the 90s. And our mountains will continue to see those mid to upper 80s. Move the page over to tomorrow, and there's not really much relief from the heat. If you're in our mountains, you'll start to see some 90s from Pine and into Fairfield, but the bigger picture is triple digits from Ontario down to Glenns Ferry. It is going to be a hot one today and tomorrow. So hot, in fact, that we are actually making a run for some of the daily records. And just to give you a good look of where we're sitting, Monday, today, our record previously was 102 in 1945. Tuesday looks to be pretty good too, 101 set in 2022. By Wednesday, that's when things slowly start to dip back down. So some nice relief will be in store by the weekend, but we've just got to get through these hot days together. While it feels like summer here, across the East Coast, it's a different story. They have this upper level trough, so where you see this U shape, all that northwesterly flow that keeps us cool at times when we get it, it's keeping them cool. So you're starting to see just that cool air bleed all the way down south, but for us and closer to home, it's going to be about heat really over the next couple days. You have this area of high pressure increasing our heights. As these heights increase, our temperatures in turn take a really big step upwards towards those triple digits. On top of the heat, we also will be looking at wildfire smoke, so a heads up, it is not going to be the clearest day we've seen. Light smoke will start the day if you're in your southern areas and up north, but moderate and heavy smoke will gradually build into those valley floors. We see improvements by 6 o'clock, but it's still going to be hazy out there. So just a heads up again, hazy skies will continue to follow us into our Monday and Tuesday. If you're making your way over to the East Coast, enjoy it, because as we were just talking about that cooler than normal outlook, our temperature outlook shows us that cooler than normal temperatures are expected as they make their way into the second week of September, whereas here it's going to be a hot one. We've got hotter than normal temperatures expected, which means that we will see that likelihood for above average temperatures as we head into the next week. And our forecast even shows that today you've got 100 today and tomorrow, which still feels like summer. By Wednesday, mid-90s. The back end of the week looks really good. So if you are having any weekend plans, maybe some barbecues heading into your Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, mid-80s will make a return. So again, while you're getting ready for your Labor Day, just make sure you're hydrating, wearing sunscreen, and taking those shade breaks, especially if you're spending some time outdoors. All right, it's Monday, so let's go get you ready for your commute.
The Idaho News 6 traffic report is brought to you by Champion Windows.
Okay, it is 6:51, and if you are just waking up with us, good morning to you. Here's a look at I-84 at Garrity. not a single car in sight. So if you're heading into work, this is going to be a really good commute for you today, and I'm sitting right there with you. Not very much happening this morning. I'm sure a lot of people have today off, but you've got Meridian, both West Cherry Lane and I-84 eastbound looking pretty quiet as you approach this area. I-84 eastbound overall between Caldwell to Garrity, just at 12 minutes, Garrity into Eagle and Eagle into downtown, both between 6 to 8. So I'll keep you up to date as we go through our morning together.
In this morning's GMA First Look, how a soccer star is inspiring a young fan.
Watching her play every weekend motivates me to go to practice and go more than 110% to be my best self.
Trinity Rodman filming a TikTok with 16-year-old Jenna Friedman last year, and since then, their friendship taking off. Trinity surprising Jenna with a flight to DC to watch her home game against the Chicago Stars.
So we kind of got on like a FaceTime on the TikTok live, and so we were talking it up and everything, and then the following day she joined my live again and was like, what if I flew you up to my next home game, which I thought was crazy.
And coming up at 7 a.m., a closer look at Jenna's special day and the bond inspiring fans and players everywhere. With your GMA First Look, I'm Lionel Moise, ABC News, New York.
Welcome back to Good Morning Idaho. We're just wrapping up here. In case you missed it, here are the top stories that we're following from our neighborhood reporters.
Idahoans are no strangers to wildfires, and that's why Idaho National Guardsmen are training to fight fires when civilian resources are stretched thin.
More than 30 guardsmen volunteered to get Red Card certified. After this batch is done, there will be 258 Idaho National Guardsmen ready to fight wildfires.
Health advisory you need to know, especially if you're thinking of heading to the lake. The Department of Health and Welfare has issued a warning about toxic algal blooms in Lake Lowell and other bodies of water. These blooms can cause illness in humans and may be fatal to pets. I'm neighborhood reporter Allie Tripke here at Boise State with the details on how Boise State is installing a brand new soccer field after over 2 decades, but it's not just for cosmetic reasons.
A smoother, safer pitch cuts down the risk of injuries, helping players stay in the game all season long.
And of course, you can learn more about all these stories on our website. Just head to idahonews6.com.
Now, the Out the Door forecast, brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors.
All right, let's get you ready to head out the door on your Labor Day. As you're waking up this morning, it is going to be a little bit of a warmer start for us. So you start to touch towards those 70s as you're making your way into work. By the afternoon or evening, maybe you're having an early commute home or you're just doing the barbecue. You've got mid to upper 90s by 5 o'clock. We'll be stopping at the triple digits today. So if you want to read more about the heat, you can head on over to idahonews6.com. But just again, expect a hot and hazy afternoon ahead. All right, let's get you ready now for your Labor Day commute.
The Idaho News 6 traffic report is brought to you by Champion Windows.
6:57 is your time, and we are giving you a live look at the Grove downtown. It's a pretty quiet commute, so if you're heading into work today, this should be really good for you. Otherwise, we haven't seen very much traction this morning. You've got I-84 Kuna Meridian eastbound lane looks very nice and quiet, and again, it is Labor Day, so the commutes are going to be a lot better out there. You've also got Chinden Boulevard to US 20 coming in just at under 11 minutes, so not very much change this morning. It looks like a lot of people have the day off rolling, which is pretty nice because it makes it easier for those of you heading into work.
Oh, I know. Hey, wasn't the Spirit of Boise Balloon Fest just awesome this year? You got to go up in a balloon.
Yeah, I did. It was really cool. It was probably one of the coolest experiences I think I've ever had. But you get really high up there.
I know. It's way up there in a tiny little basket. It's kind of creepy to be in there. Oh, look at that, right? It looks like it's growing out of my head
selfie.
There.
Oh, Lindsay.
That's me and Lindsay. I mean, it was so much fun. If you didn't get to see it this year, you got to check it out next year because it is just one of the best things I've ever had a chance to attend is checking out these balloons.
It's also just so magical, and you see everyone just all watching the balloons together. It's just a good sense of community, too.
Yeah, magical is the perfect word for it. Bright and early in the morning, especially when it's nice weather. What a great year it was. So another successful year, and you'll just have to wait until next year to see it in person. But thanks for joining us, everybody. Hope you have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.